Richard Marshall, thanks very much for talking to Fax TV. Richard, our biggest win of the season so far against Dewsbury last weekend. Just give us your thoughts on that game.
It was great. It was a good win. I thought we were really good value for winning. I thought our performance was good. I thought we backed up the 12 minutes that preceded the week before. I thought our defence was really good. Strong defensive team on the day. Kicking game was outstanding, and we ticked a lot of boxes there. I thought we got a lot out of that game.
And obviously the conditions, as we can see behind ourselves as well, weren't the best. Do you feel the team coped with that pretty well?
Still got the lights on, haven't they? Yeah, we did. We coped with the conditions probably the best we've coped with all season. We completed at 86% in the second half, which, if you were there and you saw the state of the field and the conditions, is phenomenal, really. For a team that's not renowned for its attacking ability, I thought we did really well. But obviously, I think that would come from our defence. You know, everything's a cycle, your defensive cycle or your offensive cycle. I think our defensive cycle helps what we do with the ball, where you turn the ball over, how you turn it over, celebrating all the errors that you force. I think that gives you confidence then when you get the ball, you've earned the right to play.
Obviously, I know we highlighted Ed Barber in the press conference after the game. Hat-trick fame, and obviously he's had some personal issues as well. Fantastic fame, wasn't it?
Brilliant, yeah, really good bloke, Ed. Quality player, took all three of his tries really well, all different and individuals. One was just about sheer size and determination, one was skill down the short side, and the other one was smart when he dove down just to get away from the fullback. So he's ticking a lot of boxes there for us. He also put on a few decent shots defensively. Had a really good performance. Obviously came in for Simon Griggs really late in the week. Simon pulled out, so did a real good job, and he'll play again this week.
You mentioned Simon. Obviously he's not selected this week, and what's his situation?
It's his stomach. Yeah, he's sort of got a pulled muscle in his stomach. He's not far off. We're hopeful he'll be back next week, but we don't want to risk him this week. I think that's the only no other changes really. I don't think.
Obviously other injuries: Chester Butler, Connor Davis, Sean Jones. Are those all on side?
Sean's coming. He's had a scan on his knee and that's come through okay, so he'll be fine over the next couple of weeks. Just rehab. Chester Butler, fingers crossed he might be available next week.
Right.
Connor Davis is training and running again. We've got a pretty healthy squad at the moment, so if Simon comes through next week, I think there'll only be Sean out of the whole 30-man squad who will be out. So yeah, there's a bit of pressure on the players to perform this week.
Obviously saw Reece Chapman-Smith as well make his sort of first start in a Halifax jersey. Nice to see him out in action. Yeah,
was good. I thought he was good. I thought he did his job really well. It's a very, very difficult position to play, full-back, but I think it's one of the most privileged. We've got a fantastic full-back in QLT who's just not in the side at the moment, but he's been doing a lot of work with young Reece, positioning, defensive, offensive, some skill work. So it's good. It's what we're about, and we're looking forward to Reece cementing the place. He just needs to play. He's not played. He's probably played. I think he's played a handful of games in 2 years when he was at Leeds through injury. He certainly doesn't lack any spirit. He's been through some adversity and come through really well. Needs to string a few games together. But we've got two experienced players in Simon Griggs and QLT missing this week. But hopefully they'll get back in the squad soon.
It's quite a show of confidence, well, isn't it? Considering he's not played too many matches, still a young player, and he's playing ahead of QLT, who's obviously one of the most recognised fullbacks in the Championship.
Yeah, that's a testament to his character, to how he trains, how he plays, listens. He's dead keen to learn. He's the type of player that I love to coach. He's one of them who's just come out of the game because the game doesn't accommodate players like Reece, because most teams don't run a reserve grade and the academy finishes at 19, and we mop them up and develop them and give them an opportunity, and it's fantastic. I'm so proud to be involved with a club that has a vision and foresight to do that. Otherwise Reece is probably just working with his dad and not playing.
Win for the reserves recently as well against Featherstone. Nice to see them back out in action and winning ways as well.
Awesome, great stuff. Yeah, putting pressure on some of the first team players. As I said, we're not far off full strength at the moment, so they're doing really well. And that was a good reserve. James Woodburn, all people like that in there. So strong team. We've got. I think we've got young Harry Kiddies with Hunslet this week on dual reg. We've got Will Maher on dual reg this week. So there's a bit more to the squad and what we're doing. Our reserve grade is important, paramount to what we do. But also our links with other clubs as well is good, and we're heading in the right direction.
Big game against York this weekend. We're on a good winning run. How do you assess them as an opposition?
Good team. They're a good team. They're not afraid to play expansive rugby. If you combine that with them being the best defensive team in the competition, you're going to have to be very, very good with the ball. We probably have to complete like we did in the second half. Well drilled, well coached, structured, know what they're doing, understand. They've been together a few years. Got Connor Robinson, who's got an outstanding kicking game, and a workman-like team. They've got plenty of players who get over in the frame, and they work really hard for each other. It's going to be a challenge this week for us and them. I will challenge them this week as well. They're obviously coming up from the league below. Started the season really well, and I think they've only lost once. They don't concede many points. But they've not come up against Halifax yet. We'll see. But we'll be confident from last week. The performance that we put in. But we know it's going to be difficult. We ain't getting carried away. We've had a real good week, focused this week. We've done more prep this week on York than we've done on anybody this season, because they're a strong team.
You mentioned obviously ourselves, good defensive performance last week. York, one of the best defensive sides in the league. Do you expect it to be quite a tight game, only a few points between the two sides?
Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know what the conditions will be like. I know it's a football field. We'll go there with a strong plan. If we stick to that, the players enjoy what they do. We can get hold of the opposition early. I think that's important. And our fans come over and sing and bang the drum and get the flags out and create a little bit of an atmosphere for our players. I think that will help. But York have got aspirations. They're a well-run club, really good media department, community, similar to ourselves with the women's team, and really good. It'd be nice to see them do well this year, but not at the expense of Halifax.
Obviously we've yet to win away from home. Would it be nice to break that duck up at York?
All right, yeah, fair call. Yeah, that'd be nice. That. If we perform well, we'll win. If we don't, we won't.
Scott Morrell, Ben Kavanagh around the town today promoting the Toronto match, and obviously the match this weekend. Fantastic stuff. Yeah,
good. Yeah, getting in the community. Dave Grayson, Chris Mitchell, and everyone in the community there doing a really good job. And in fact, we've got the calendars and the fixture list going out to all the local businesses, which is really good. Everybody's all part of the Fax family. I've had a quick look at some of the pictures. I'll have to remind Scott he needs to take his cap off. But yeah, they look great. We're good, and it's something different. We're promoting next week's game, but I'm not going to get carried away with next week. We've got a really important game this week, which is York away.
Just finally, something that we didn't mention last week. Hunslet have been drawn against us in the Challenge Cup. Just talk to us a bit about that tie.
Yeah, good tie. Our partner club will probably know a little bit about them. They'll know a little bit about us. It's away. I've played Hunslet before while I've been coaching Halifax. Gary Thornton's a really good coach. Very, very experienced. They've got a couple of players that we know about. Be good. I think it's a good tie for both clubs.
Good stuff, Richard. Best luck this weekend, and we'll speak to you then.
Cheers.